Lagos is one of the most important cities in the world, among the top 10 fastest growing. The city of Lagos is not just the envy of other cities in Africa. It serves as an industrial powerhouse on the continent and one of the most promising economies in Africa. Welcome to Inside Lagos. I'm Adedoja. Salam Adeniyi.
Ẹni tí ò dé kò yìn ẹkùn kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni ò dé kò yìn ẹkùn kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Mo ní pé bó o bá dé kò yìn ẹkùn kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn òyìnbó débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Haúsá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn Ìgbò débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Gbogbo Yorùbá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tí wọ́n mú lọ. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni òde kò yìn ẹkùn kan. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ lórí àwa. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ọ̀pọ̀ ò bá dé kò yìn ẹkùn kan.
Former governor of Lagos State and the presidential flag bearer of the governing All Progressives Congress, Bola Tinubu, has arrived the city of Lagos. His first port of call was the palace of the Oba of Lagos, Oba Rilwan Aremu Okikiola Akiolu. During his visit to the Oba's palace, the presidential hopeful thanked his supporters and assured them that he is fit and ready for the task ahead. Have a listen. The bell, the trumpet, and the drums all rolled out for the arrival of Bola Tinubu.
Let me start by thanking God and thanking the President for providing that level playing field for the primary competition. It was a hard struggle, it was a hard fight, and at the end of the day, the victory was carried by our national leader, who has now today become the APC presidential flag bearer. So we from Lagos, we are here to welcome back the city boy back to Lagos for the victory that he earned it. He fought for it, in spite of frustration put in his way, in spite of the obstacle put in his way, in terms of those who are sowing doubt, seeds of doubt in the minds of other people. And at the end of the day, he stood resolutely, doggedly, and we followed him because we know him. We know what he could do. I served with him for 8 years in the cabinet of Lagos State. I know he's a rugged fighter. He's a strategist. And before he does anything, he will have done the SWOT analysis to see what are the weaknesses, what are the strengths. And he now leverage on that strength to get us to where we are today.
Our own Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. To us, he's our father, he's our leader, he's the pathfinder of the modern day Nigerian politics. So we owe him that much to make sure that we all mobilize and come out en masse to welcome him back home.
Asiwaju Tinubu left Lagos to embark on a nationwide consultation to actualize his lifelong ambition of becoming the 16th president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, having won his party's primary election.
Now the city boy is back. Back with the coveted presidential tickets of the All Progressives Congress, and Lagos rose to welcome one of their own. He is in the company of the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and his Kano State counterpart, Abdullahi Ganduje, and former Governor of Borno State, Kashim Shettima, among others. Then the long convoy headed to the Oba of Lagos Palace on the island.
Everybody guys come outside.
Asiwaju is here to pay homage to his king.
Your Excellency, the very, very lucky governor of Lagos State. I must say openly here, thank you very much for the hard work and loyalty. For the Deputy Governor, I say the same. Without a good backup, you cannot have a successful leader, and you cannot leave your home or office. So both of you are great Siamese twins, join in the hips, and we thank God for Lagos. And I thank God for Almighty and Cabinet for the process of decision that brought two of you to this. I say thank you. It's happy to be back home, and today is Father's Day. The son of the soil is back home. Baba, Ekpe, I'm fit like a fiddle. Baba, I am still fit. And God bless you. The prayer you said they are in London, the warning you gave me, I've not violated. Ojú ò ní tì í. Ọlọ́run tó dúró tì í dèní kò ní padà lẹ́yìn. Ọlọ́run náà tó fún wa ní iyì èdè kò ní dá ijó kù. Kò ní fi bàjẹ́ lé. Ní dùbò lẹ́ẹ̀kan. I thank you for your tolerance, your endurance, your patience, and God will bless all your children. They are mine. You will be proud of them. There will be no sorrow in your house and in your heart. God bless you.
I can confirm that you have a lot of vision. And God Almighty Allah, who has used President Buhari, Chetima, Ganduje, and all of them to this thing, you will finish it 100%, and all will be well with you.
Bola Tinubu polled 1,271 votes, beating all his rivals at the just concluded APC presidential primary election in Abuja, a step leading to his victory come 2023.
Ẹni tí ò dé Ikoyi ẹkùn kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni ò dé Ikoyi ẹkùn kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Mo ní pé bó o bá dé Ikoyi ẹkùn kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn òyìnbó débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Haúsá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn Ìgbò débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Gbogbo Yorùbá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tí wọ́n mú lọ. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni ò dé Ikoyi ẹkùn kan. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ lórí àwa. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ọ̀pọ̀ ò bá dé Ikoyi ẹkùn kan.
The Lagos State government has assured residents of Gerard Road, Ikoyi, that safety standards will be deployed during the destruction of the 2 buildings left. This assurance was given as the state government met with stakeholders and residents of the area before the planned demolition. We were there.
In November last year, a high-rise block of luxury flats under construction in the neighborhood of Ikoyi in Lagos, Nigeria, collapsed. At least 42 people died from the incident, which left many shocked. Immediately, the Lagos state government inaugurated a committee to investigate the cause of the incident. Almost a year down the line, the government has resolved to demolish the 2 other high-rise buildings within the vicinity after it failed an integrity test. Hence the need to meet with residents to assure them of safety during the process.
You will agree with me, it's a long process and it starts to be done properly. And for us to do that, we will have to study a lot of reports, study a lot of situations, and even coming up with the right consultant, the right person to do the job should take a lot of time. So we need to do our due diligence very well to be able to do a good job.
What we have chosen is what we call a non-explosive approach. As you know, we could use explosives and then implosion and all that. There are so many technical methods, but we have chosen a non-explosive method to avoid. You know, let me even say that the word explosion has its own psychological effect, and therefore we've tried to avoid this.
The government also says measures are being put in place to ensure reduction of building collapse in the state.
We are going to ensure safety of life and properties. All the key stakeholders that are important in managing emergency in Lagos State will be on the ground for 24 hours. And believe me, I have moved the command control center to the place. From Thursday, all the peripheral of emergency will be on the ground.
We have been talking to people, we've kept talking to developers and to build right, use the right professionals in their construction works, use the right materials, get the approvals, and let's allow LAPCA to do grant authorization and do all the state certification. So with that, we should be able to limit collapse in the state.
The state government says it is concerned about the safety of residents, hence the need to assure them as controlled demolition that will commence soon.
After the high alert that came with the outbreak of COVID-19, Nigerians are now returning to their daily routine and social activities. Unfortunately, many children are left unprotected from other deadly diseases like measles. In a bid to reduce further deaths, wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, is leading an integrated measles campaign to treat over 4 million children against measles and polio, among others.
Measles campaign will be integrated with other services, as mentioned earlier, to improve efficiency and effectiveness, especially at the primary healthcare level, so that parents and caregivers can access multiple services at the same time.
The campaign, which is divided into 2 streams, takes off on the 17th of June till the 24th of June, and the other on the 27th of June till the 4th of July, and is expected to cover all the local government areas in Lagos State.
Teams across all our designated health facilities and special posts will be providing the measles vaccine to children from 9 months to 5 years, vitamin A supplements for children from 6 months to 5 years, oral polio vaccine to children from birth to 5 years, and COVID vaccines for adults age 18 and over.
And Nigeria at this moment is facing the biggest outbreak of measles in the world. More than 14,000 cases have been diagnosed. Getting vaccinated is the best way to show love, care and respect for your family, for your friends, for your community.
This flag-off was also in attendance by chairmen from the Koshofe, Agboiketu and Ikoyi Sherry local governments, and is set to empower about 30,000 health workers.
As you can see, this was clearly launched in Koshofe local government in conjunction with Ikoyi Sherry LCDA and also Agboiketu LCDA.
As countries work to respond to outbreaks of measles and other vaccine-preventable diseases, This is a one-stop shop for many families, especially persons who cannot afford it, to secure their health and avoid further issues.
If you reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos, so better day for Lagos, yeah. Reach Lagos, better life for Lagos, better hope for Lagos, better day for Lagos, yeah. Better Lagos, oh you, you want to sweet Lagos, oh you, you want to better Lagos, oh you, you want to sweet Lagos, oh you, yeah. It's all lovely, it's all
Statistics from the World Health Organization shows that Nigeria needs an average of 1.8 million pints of blood annually for patient care. But unfortunately, the National Blood Transfusion Service says the agency collects only 500,000 pints of blood every year. With that figure, the country has a shortfall of about 73.3%. In Lagos, Nigeria's commercial nerve center, and arguably the most populated city, is now facing about 44% shortage of blood supply annually, when the demand is expected to be at least 200,000 units of blood.
At the moment, our minimum target is 200,000 units of blood a year for Lagos State. And we've only managed to hit 50%, which means that there is a big gap. We are short of 100,000 units of blood in Lagos State.
Medical experts are urging Nigerians and governments at all levels to prioritize the provision of adequate financial and human reserves to secure the future of blood transfusion service in Nigeria.
Donating blood is an act of solidarity. By becoming a blood donor, you will help ease the pressure of health systems still struggling under the burden of COVID-19 pandemic.
Clean transfusion support and patient blood management remains crucial in HIV treatment and control in Lagos State.
To commemorate this year's Blood Donor Day, the Lagos State Blood Transfusion Service is highlighting the need for a year-round blood donation that can maintain adequate supplies and timely access to safe blood transfusion. In this symposium, awareness and the need for increased investment from governments was highlighted, as regular blood donors were appreciated for their regular unpaid blood donation.
56% of our target was met when we based our target on the World Health Organization, which says that 1 to 2% of the population should be able to donate blood to meet the needs of that community. That is how far we have gone in Lagos State. However, please note that of this population, only 10% of these people are voluntary blood donors.
The theme for this year is Donating Blood is an Act of Solidarity. Join the effort and save lives.
Mere good governance is not enough. It has to be deliberate about putting people in the center of the developmental process. And as a package, many thanks for being there. I'm Adedoja. Salam Adeniyi.